Hey folks, Machinery Pete here. I'm down in Colo, Iowa today. We are filming an auction tomorrow for our Machinery Pete TV show. This is Robert Lee, his farm retirement auction tomorrow by Daily Auction Company, one of my all-time favorite auction companies. We've been working with Bob and Ryan for many years. And Robert, when I saw your sale bill a few weeks ago and I called up Bob, I said, gosh, I think we need to come down and film this for our show. You have a beautiful line of equipment here.
Thank you.
And it seems to me you kind of have the stuff that everyone is looking for. I'll pan over a little bit here, folks, but Robert's Combine is an 08 2588. Gosh, I think it only has 1,241 SEP hours on it.
Yep.
Robert, and you're the second owner on it?
Second owner, yep. Had it about 10 years.
Okay. And let's stay on the Combine a little bit here. Folks, you maybe saw the YouTube video we posted last week. Deanne, your wife, was kind enough to send an awesome video clip from last fall.
Yep.
Robert, your last 8 rows of corn.
Yep.
With your 2608 head. You're wrapping up, was it 54-year farming career?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. So what are your thoughts here night before the sale as we get ready to have the auction tomorrow?
I'm kind of ready for it, but it's still going to be hard.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, very understandable, and I appreciate your graciousness with your time today. We've had some great interviews for TV, and a couple of stories you shared, Robert, that made me smile. I tend to ask people the first tractor they drove, and folks, this is a good story. You were what, 5?
5 years old.
And you grew up 20 miles north here in
Garden City.
Garden City, Iowa. And what was that first tractor? Was it an M?
It was an M. Yep. That was my first tractor ride.
But now the first time you took the wheel,
yep.
why don't you pick up what happened there?
All by myself. Folks and we were in having dinner, and I ate my dinner real quick. I was 5 years old, and I'd rode with my dad on that M before, and I knew exactly where the pull switch was to start it, and pull it out, and then kick the switch or kick the lever, and it started right up. And Dad always had it in reverse after he filled it up, and off I went in reverse. And luckily, a week before that, we'd shell corn. Well, I ended up on top of the corn pile where it spun out.
Oh boy.
And my mom and Dad both run out, and my mom told me, jump, jump, jump. And you know, I was afraid I was going to get spanked or whatever, but I still jumped. So
it all
that
came
was
out
my first
okay.
tractor ride.
Well, that's a memorable first ride.
Yep.
Robert, and man, you've come quite a ways here. Behind Robert, folks, 2 just gorgeous tractors on the auction tomorrow. We have a Magnum 260 with only 944 hours, and then next to it is a 11 model Magnum 335 with 1,810 hours. Those are a pair of beauties, Robert.
Yep, I've enjoyed both of them. I've had 6 Magnums in my career, and that 260 is kind of my favorite. You know, even though it is deaf, the 335's got more power, but
yep. What did you love about the 260?
I don't know, just how it's built. You know, it's a little newer than the 335, a couple years newer, and I just like it better. I don't know, it's more comfortable.
And what would you use it for on the farm?
I used it for planting and hauling corn from the field to the bin.
Okay. And the 335, now you're second owner on both tractors?
Yep, yep.
You bought them both when they were just a couple years old?
Yep. Well, the 335 I've had that about 10 years.
Okay.
And the 260 maybe had 50 or 100 hours on it when I bought it.
Okay. And now you told me a story about the first tractor that you bought.
Oh,
1972.
Yep, 1972. It was a 1066. It had the cast iron 3-point hitch and a 5/18 plow. And I bought it over in Dayton, Iowa. And back then it cost me a lot, but it was $12,500.
$12,500. King's ransom back in 1970. That was 51 years ago.
Yeah, been a long time. Still have it.
You probably, yeah, you're not selling it. You're keeping it.
Keeping it.
That's awesome. That made me happy when you relayed that. Keep that history. And now, Robert, very cool here with Daily Auction Company. One of the co-owners, Ryan, your stepson, Ryan Luke.
Yep.
He actually started working with Bob when he was like 14.
Yep.
And you farm with Ryan.
Yep. I got him started 11 years ago.
Okay.
And now my grandson, I'm getting him started. This is his first year.
That's Nick.
That's Nick.
Okay.
and this will be his first year. He's been in tractors and everything for quite a few years. He was running the grain cart when he was 7 years old, couldn't sit in a seat.
Yep.
And yeah, so.
Very cool. And actually Nick works with Daily Auction Company
Yep,
too, so
yep.
you've got you know, grandson there that you farm with and involved in the auction tomorrow. And boy, the rest of your equipment, just a sharp line. Robert, I know we've got some nice tillage equipment.
Yep.
What can you tell us about the Ripper?
I bought that brand new, and I had a basket put on the back of it. Excuse me.
I apologize for making you look into the sun here, Robert.
Yeah. I bought a basket to put on the back of it,
okay.
And it's just been an awesome machine. It turns it black, you know, when you get done. And
yeah. Beautiful.
So,
and you have a TigerMate 200 field cultivator as well?
Yep.
Okay.
That's been a good machine too. I bought that used, and
okay.
And yeah, everything's, you know,
The
worked
planter
great.
down there was a 955 16 row?
Yep.
Okay. And again, the sale is tomorrow, folks, Thursday, July 13th. Daily Auction Company. We'll put a link to the site in there. There's online bidding through Equipment Facts. And I imagine, again, with your two tractors, the Magnum 260 and the Magnum 335, plus this gorgeous 2588, I imagine you've been getting a few phone calls, Robert?
Yep, quite a few. Yep, I got quite a few on the combine here just the last couple, 2-3 days, and I've got a lot of calls on the 335. People are out there looking for the low hour and
pre-def, yeah.
Pre-def, you know.
Yeah, to have only 1,810 hours on an 11 model, that's well, that's the first thing I thought when I saw the sale bill. This is going to be interesting. So, and again, just your thoughts here. I know you've had some work done to your knees. It's just time to retire.
Yep, it's time. I said when I turned 70, I was going to retire, and now I can get my grandson into farming, and
nice.
So that's what I want to do.
Well, Robert, thank you so much for telling us about your farming career and your beautiful line of equipment. And again, folks, the sale is tomorrow. Come join us here in Colo, Iowa. We'll be filming for the TV show. Get a chance to talk to Robert more about and get up close to this beautiful line of equipment. But Robert, you get a good night's sleep, and we'll see you out here bright and early tomorrow.
Okay, sounds good.
Your next piece of equipment is on MachineryPete.com. Search equipment from dealerships across the country to find what you're looking for. Only on MachineryPete.com.